Before we get started in today's episode, my tour kicks off Brooklyn, August 5th, Hartford, Connecticut, August 11th, Albany, New York, Syracuse, New York, Baltimore, Richmond. Those dates are all in August, so you can get tickets at SuzanneLambert.com, linked in the show description, but it's going to be such a great time. I'm excited for y'all to see my stand-up. It's mostly all completely new material. We're going to have a great time. Wait, what do you mean Bill Gates used to go on a trip with his ex-wife?
Allegedly.
What was the purpose of it?
I'm not really sure. I mean, I'm guessing they just wanted to do some stuff together. Who knows?
I don't get that.
Yeah, I've never reached back out. I've never been that person.
Do you have exes that you think are still hung up on you?
Yeah.
Yeah? But you're not hung up on them.
No.
You're like, what a silly question to ask me. No. Yeah, like I know that for a lot of my exes, I'm like the one that got away. Oh, and how do I know that? Because they fucking tell me.
Dang, they told you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I had somebody reach out to me one time and they told me that. And I was like, really? Aren't you like about to get married? Like.
And that's always how it goes.
Yeah.
I've heard of so many people who have like gotten texts from people on the night of their rehearsal dinner, right before their wedding, like trying to rekindle a flame. I'm like, y'all are nuts.
I don't understand it personally.
I want a zero part of that.
Me neither.
Isaiah Martin, welcome to Mean But True.
It's good to see you.
What have you been up to this week?
You know, just I've been traveling a lot.
Yeah, talk about that.
It's been like 7 states in the last 6 or 7 days. So.
Oh my God, thank you for making it here.
Yeah, right.
What states and why? Just give an overview.
So it was in Chicago for NAACP convention. Florida, took my little cousin to Disney World for the first time. Super cool.
No way.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Wait, we need to pause here. What is your favorite park at Disney? I'm a low-key Disney adult. I do try to keep it under wraps. I love Disney. What's your favorite park?
I like Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
I love going there. You know, walking down Main Street's fun.
Yes.
Yeah, and they've got that new Tron ride that's really, really cool.
Yep.
So, yeah, no, look, it was a really good time.
Who's your favorite, like, Disney character?
Mickey, for sure. I mean, I know it's basic, but like, him or Donald?
Donald Duck.
Donald Duck.
To clarify.
Gotta clarify, right?
My favorite is Sleeping Beauty because she had the dream life to me. She has 3 fairy godmothers. She gets to sleep in a really pretty dress, and a hot guy kisses her to wake her up, and then he's like, "You're a princess now."
Okay, fair. That's pretty valid.
Is that too much to ask for?
I mean, I don't think I'd want to be a princess. I guess maybe a king though. I'd be a king.
Oh, so you're pro monarchy?
Of the UK? Yeah, I actually am. You know, I was just there actually not so long ago. I went to a castle, Kensington Palace. I think it's what it's called.
Okay. Isaiah doesn't know like any famous people. Like I texted Isaiah and I was like, this is like a month ago. I was like, oh my God, did you know Zara Larsson follows you? His response, who's that?
Yeah. I said, who that?
And I think I was like, oh, you know, she's kind of like, and like I compared her to another pop star and you're like, I don't know who that is either. Yeah. And she only follows like 75 people on TikTok and you're one of them.
You know, shout out Zara Larsson.
Shout out Zara Larsson. Come on, Mean But True.
I'm a big fan of Zara now.
And she's been in it. Like she has hit after hit after hit after hit. And you'll be like, oh my God, I didn't know she
does. That. I didn't even know that she sung the songs that she sung.
Yeah.
But now that I've been honored to be followed by Zara Larsson, I'm a big fan.
You're a Zara head.
I'm a Zara head.
Yeah. Okay. So you went to Florida, then what?
So Chicago, Florida, went to Maine, Cape Cod, then went to New York for CNN, then had to come back to DC to do some stuff. I had something with the Congressional Hispanic Caucus and had to go back to New York that same day for CNN again.
Oh my God.
And now I'm back. So it's been a crazy, crazy run.
That's so exciting. First of all, how was CNN?
It's fun. Republicans are stupid. So, I mean,
Was that the clip I saw where it was like, she tried to say that Zoran wants to abolish prisons?
Yeah.
Can you recap that conversation?
Yeah, you know, there's this Republican lady, and she's always on CNN. And so, you know, she preps really hard. You know, she comes to the studio, she's got all her documents.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
You know, and I walk in, and I kind of know how this is going to go. And so she comes with her memorized lines, which is
from ChatGPT.
Right, that Zoran apparently is going to get rid of prisons, which I knew was bullshit. So I said, where did he say that? And they always give you like this look. It's like this deer in headlights look where they're like, he caught me. And I was like, where did he say that? And she just tried to just keep talking. And I was like, where did he say that?
Right.
And, she couldn't give an answer. And she looked really bad. So I actually saw her comments. She's got like 1,000 comments of people saying, where did he say that? It's funny.
Would he even have the power to do that as the mayor of New York City?
And he also literally just said he wants to put BB in jail. So how could he want to get rid of prisons?
Right.
That doesn't.
It's not making sense. So for people who might not know you, kind of tell us like about your background and like who is Isaiah Martin?
Well, I debate Republicans on the internet, on TikTok, on social media. I'm from Houston, but I live here in the DMV now. And look, I got into politics because I had a really close friend of mine that was assaulted. And I felt as if there wasn't a lot of resources for survivors of sexual assault. So I got a group together and we came and we organized, and we've got stuff like free sexual assault examinations. We got stuff like free legal support groups, all these things for survivors. And I remember thinking, I was like, well, if we could do this just in college, what else can we do? And so I remember thinking, we had waited 4 hours.
Where'd you go to school?
University of Houston.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so we had waited like 4 hours to go cast ballots where I went to school in Houston. And I was like, this is ridiculous.
Wow. 4 hours?
4 hours. It was a long line, right? And so we got together, we got our football stadium, we turned that into a polling site, brought that 4 hour long wait time down to about 5 minutes. So after that, I got a mentor that was in Congress, and she kind of just started to show me kind of how things works. And one day she was like,
mentor?
Sheila Jackson Lee.
Okay, nice.
Congresswoman out of Houston. Rest in peace. She told me, she was like, you should start talking to the camera on social media. And I was like, social media, right? It's crazy because she was like 70 something years old telling me.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Right? Yeah.
Usually it's us telling the 70-year-olds in office, like,
exactly.
Y'all got to learn how to.
Exactly, right? It was nuts. But I took her advice and started posting for a long time. Not a lot of people were paying attention.
Oh, really?
Yeah, seriously. But then eventually it took off, and here we are.
When did you start?
6 years ago.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you've been in it.
Yeah.
For a while. So when you go to these different events, like what are you doing there?
Well, I mean, a lot of times I'm campaigning for candidates, right?
Yeah.
So like I was in Detroit to campaign for my friend Donovan McKinney, who's running for Congress. Nice. I do some speaking engagements, so NAACP, speaking with Kamala Harris next Friday in New Orleans.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Are you pumped?
I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
I'm so curious, of all the politicians you've met, who made the best first impression?
Wes Moore.
Yeah.
Super dope. I love Wes Moore.
I mean,
he's a bro.
There's a certain like group of men, either candidates or politicians, that I wish I could sit down with conservative men or men who are kind of on the fence politically, and in 10 minutes they would walk away as progressive. And it's like Wes Moore, Abdul El-Sayed, John Ossoff, and like Mark Kelly. I think they're cool guys.
I think you gotta add Zoran to that mix too.
Yeah. All this like red pill masculinity is like so lame.
It's
and
so funny to me.
I'm like, you're gonna end up alone and like with no girls interested in you.
Right.
And like these guys want women to have rights.
That's right.
And if they were single, they would also get mad hoes. So like I think that
I mean, when you think about it, Republicans are really dorks. And I think that that's been like my lifelong mission to prove. Like, these guys have no points, have no facts. They're lame. You ever seen them try to hoop? Like,
no,
they can't even hoop. Like, I never really understood why people took them seriously from this regard, because they look like dorks, especially whenever they have to do something that's athletic.
Like Pete Hegseth's pull-ups.
That was pretty lame.
Who are some of the dorkiest Republicans, in your opinion?
JD Vance.
He's gotta be.
I mean, he's pretty lame.
Like, he wouldn't know charisma if it smacked him in the face. And I wish someone would.
Not.
Like,
no.
He has no swag at all.
I mean, he's lame. He's uncoordinated. If you look at him, I mean, he's a dork, right? So it's like, you got JD, you got Marco, Lil Marco. I mean, I don't really.
Lil Marco.
You got DeSantis. I mean, it's like they've got just like a bunch of people. I mean, like, they're terrible. They're low IQ on policy, and like they're just lame.
Yeah.
So it's like I just don't really get the appeal, personally.
Why do you think so many young men are driven towards them then, and like showing up for them in spades?
I actually disagree. I think that it's a lot of times because there's been this narrative that we're not supposed to go in their spaces. And so I have no problem going into any of those podcasts, because look, I stand on business. I know what I believe in. And I think that people respect you for that.
That's a hot take. And I agree when people will say, like, why are you platforming these people, whatever. I'm like, well, one, they already have a platform. Right. Their platform exists only to make them look good.
Right.
So why wouldn't we provide an alternate platform that makes them look bad? But that's the key part is right. like, you have to stand on your shit and not like cave to them. And I find it interesting that you are so good at that, not in a like an insulting way, but because you're like a really nice dude. Like you're actually like so sweet, you know?
I'm just a chill guy.
Do you kind of have to put it on when you're in that environment or no?
No, I mean, I feel like I just match energy, you know, to be honest with you. Like, I mean, if I'm in front of a bunch of conservatives, like, I mean, just tell it like it is.
Did you do Surrounded?
I did.
How was that?
It was fun.
Yeah, I think that's when you really blew up in a big way. Yeah. Talk about that experience.
Yeah, I mean, it was 1 versus 20. So I was sitting
People might not know like what Surrounded is.
Yeah, so basically it's Jubilee. So they bring in this warehouse in LA and you got 20 Republicans that are all around you and then you debate them one by one. And so the 20 people can vote out the Republican that's sitting in the chair if they feel like they're getting cooked. So what was happening?
Oh, they can?
Yeah, they can. That's how it works.
Oh, like they'll turn on their own people?
Yeah. Because if they feel like they're getting cooked, they're going to vote you out. But the problem was I was going through so many of them. Like you can kind of see in the beginning of the episode, they were like all excited and very like, you know, arrogant. And towards the end of it, like they were looking very sad, very depressed. They were looking very, very terrified. I was like, guys. You're like, I'm just getting started.
Y'all signed up for this.
It's like, what did y'all think this was?
You're like, I love doing this.
Yeah, like it's for the love of the game, you know?
I don't have a ton of love for Jubilee. I was asked to do Surrounded. I didn't do it. That's just like not really like my thing. I did one debate. I did it on Repro. And I was like mentally exhausted for days. I feel like they were sucking the energy out of me. And I even wore like my evil eye bracelet. How do you feel when you leave those situations?
Fine.
Like, you're just like, you're like my dad. I'm like, Dad, do you have a pulse? He's so chill. Like, someone will, like, do something, like, blatantly, like, rude to him. And one, he won't notice. And I'll be like, hey, like, that person was rude to you. He's like, oh, I'm probably having a bad day. He's just like, whatever.
You know what's funny is, like, after CNN, like, because I go on, like, every other week. And so I just go and get pizza after. It's like,
what's your pizza spot?
I don't know if I can
What are you about to say?
I can't talk about it.
Yeah, you can.
I can't have people showing up to my pizza spot.
What is it?
I can't. I'll tell you off air.
It's Sbarro. I'm going to tell everyone it's Sbarro. Why are you being so secretive about information?
You think, Suzanne, I cook the shit out of these people on national television. You don't think that some crazy person?
Oh, okay. So this is from a safety perspective. Yeah. Okay.
But I'll tell you off air.
Okay. I am going to perpetuate the idea that it's Sbarro, though. I'm going to be like, yeah, Isaiah Martin loves Sbarro. I told Isaiah a personal story before we started recording, and then I asked him similar details about a similar thing, and he wouldn't tell me. You're a lockbox. What sign are you?
A Cancer.
Oh, interesting. Okay, we're both water signs. Do you know much about being a Cancer?
From what I know, I don't really think that I'm that much like it from what people show me. Because I'm not really an emotional person. I mean, I was born on the cusp of it. So, but people swear online. They say that I'm just like it. So, there was a post that went they did pretty well. People were like, "Wow, I just found out Isaiah is a Cancer," and I was like, "I don't know what that means," but all right.
I mean, Cancers, like people think that it's just like they're like emotional and weepy, but it's not that. Like you have a lot of depth, like loyalty. Like it's not just about like being emotional. Also, everyone is emotional. Everyone is inherently emotional.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm really that emotional. I feel like I'm just really chill.
But I think you can be chill and be emotional.
Maybe.
Like you feel things.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like
I'm not a psychopath, right?
You're like, I actually feel nothing at all.
Yeah, like, you know, I just like walk through the abyss, you know, it's like, this is what it is, you know?
Yeah, I'm like, God.
No, I do. I mean, so I do have emotions for sure. But like, I wouldn't say that like, I get hung up on things very easily.
That's good. I could work on that. Because I do be getting hung up on things.
That's why we love you,
just hanging from a hook. But that's why I don't let it go. Speaking of not letting shit go, My number one op right now, Haley Stevens. Let's talk about her statement that she made. So for those unaware, which that's impossible because I've talked shit about her like every episode for the past month, Haley Stevens is running for Senate in Michigan. She's a current congresswoman getting millions of dollars from like mega corporations and AIPAC. And she's running against Abdul El-Sayed, who's like the complete opposite. No corporate money, no AIPAC money. Has such a clear message, and that's like such an obvious thing to be behind. But she made a statement last night about Abdul. Do you want to talk about that?
She says, bro, I just want to work for Michigan.
And Buddy.
Buddy.
Don't forget Buddy. I go, wow. You know what? I've completely changed my tune. Now that Haley Stevens has said buddy and bro, it completely offsets the millions of dollars she's receiving to suck up to mega corporations and foreign governments.
It's just terrible. I mean, the thing about Haley is like, I don't know what she stands for. Like, I don't know like what she's for. Like, and like the whole thing for her is that she's just like against Trump, which I think we all are against Trump. But you've got to do more than that.
Right.
You know? And it's
not
like,
enough.
And it's just like such a symbol of what's happening right now that she thinks that her claim to victory, her final message, is to go on a tirade at 10:30 at night saying, bro, I want to work for Michigan. Like
wait, I want to pull it up. You know, she pressed post on that and she was like, nailed it.
Oh, she definitely did.
But buddy, let me be very clear. I will lower the cost of groceries, blah, blah, blah. Bro, I just want to work for Michigan.
That's terrible.
Okay. And she also said he was like anti-Semitic, which is not true.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
He has never once said anything anti-Semitic and is very vocal about being against anti-Semitism. My mean but true, and this was a hot take that people got mad at me for, I do think if you're going to represent the United States in an elected office, especially the Senate, you do have to have at least a modicum of swag. Like, I do think you have to have an executive presence and influence. And by the way, when I was a recruiter for a company, like executive presence was something that we evaluated on. It is an important skill because it translates to other things like influence and being taken seriously and like ability to kind of negotiate and finesse and so many things. Right. And she has no swag at all. She's the biggest dork. She's so corny. And I'm like, if you're a cornball, I don't think you should be in the Senate.
I'm with you.
I actually think that elevating these dorks to immense positions of power is a huge problem, and it's actually dangerous. Because 100%. Then you get people like J.D. Vance, who has never once been cool in his life.
I struggle to believe that someone's electable if they need to get $70 million spent on them in a primary. Like, I just refuse to buy that argument, right? So it's like, if you need that much money and you're still down 15 points in the polls, it's probably just because you suck.
That's such a good point. Yeah. Oh, and also, by the way, how she was paying influencers, which I know for a fact.
She didn't grow on you? She didn't grow on you?
Yeah. All of a sudden, all of these accounts.
She's kind of growing on me.
I'm like, growing in what sense? Like the fact that her brief and offering a shit ton of money, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, I know people who were offered 5-digit offers to post for her. And the gag is the only thing that they had to say. They didn't even have to endorse her.
I saw it.
They just had to say they kind of liked her. Like, that's how unlikable you are.
That she was the only fighter in the race.
That's so embarrassing. That's like getting breadcrumbed by a guy. It's like a guy liking your Instagram story consecutively enough that you're like, oh, okay, he likes me. Like, that's essentially, she's just asking us to tap like on our Instagram story. Like, it's very sad. And I have no love for her at all. And I don't think she deserves to be in politics. And I don't think people with zero charisma should be in politics.
I think Haley's she's just absolutely terrible.
What are some interesting encounters you've had recently, either on the internet or CNN or?
I mean, on CNN is always just something. Like, this is always going to be something that people push. Yeah, I'll tell you this. One time I walked into the studio and a guy walks up to me and he goes, Isaiah Martin, Republicans can't guard you. That's your Instagram bio. What an interesting thing to say. I've done a lot of research on you.
Whoa.
And I was like, okay, well, I've been through this before. He's trying to get in my head. But he didn't know that I had done a lot of background research on him too. And so when he said this, I just kind of looked and said, oh yeah. All right. Then when the camera started rolling, he started talking about these things. I was like, and that's why you're on the Heritage Foundation's website. That's why you were a co-poster of Project 2025. And he was like, how did you know? And I was like, I've been around this for a little bit. I know how this game works.
I know what I'm doing. And that's probably exactly how he sounded too.
Yeah.
What do you do when you're not immersed in the world of politics? Like, what are you doing for fun?
I travel a lot. So I go on a lot of trips. Most weekends I'm not here. I've got a little spot that I go to. I can say that. I go to Miami a lot.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, for sure. I like being in Florida. I like going to the beaches.
I miss Florida.
Yeah. No, it's really fun.
I don't know if I see me living there again, but like I lived in Tampa for a while and I just absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I would never live there. But I mean, I like going to visit. It's really
Yeah.
fun. Got a lot of cool friends out there. So it's really chill.
Have you been on any other trips recently that were fun?
Cape Cod was very fun. That was probably the most fun that I've had.
I haven't been on Cape Cod before.
It's very fun.
I've heard that Cape Cod and Nantucket is really sick of influencers. Have you seen all the discourse about that?
Well, see, I didn't go there to do like influencer stuff.
It's funny to me because there's a place, it had a sign they hung in the store that said no influencers.
Dang. I might be cooked.
Not to say there's not things to criticize, there are. But you know who else always has their phone out filming fucking everything? Boomers on Facebook Live. Like, y'all act like influencers are the only ones. Like, I am so cognizant when I have my phone, and I don't really like do that. I never film people without their consent. Literally ever. I am so cognizant of it. You know who isn't? All of the people in Times Square with their phones out and all the dads vacationing and the parents and the teenagers. I'm like, it is not just influence. Like, why are you narrowing in on me and not them?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
because I do it for a living.
Right.
I'm bad, but they can do it.
Right.
And it's fine.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, to be honest with you, I love going to a lot of places in New England because it's chill and it's not really that many people out there. So you just kind of just relax and have a good time. Eat lobster rolls and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other ones, right? Like there's Kennebunkport, Maine. It's pretty chill.
I love Kennebunkport.
It's really cool.
I love Kennebunkport so much. I did go out and like look at Walker Point.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
they really
I
knew
saw
what they
that.
were doing with that.
Yeah, they did.
I'm like, you know what? Maybe he wasn't so bad.
I think it's pretty bad. What I will say is that it's kind of funny how we used to say, or at least folks around me used to say, that he was the worst president ever. And then now we've got Trump, which is like miles worse.
Oh,
To
yeah.
where like, I would so much rather have George Bush over Trump.
But like, it's kind of like how you break up with a guy and he wasn't right for you and it's like not good, whatever. But then you go on a date afterwards. That's so terrible.
Yeah.
Where, you know, they start screaming at you out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then
Right?
hypothetically speaking. And then you're like,
Purely hypothetical, right?
purely hypothetical. No,
Yeah.
yeah. And then you're like, you know what? My ex wasn't so bad.
The sequel is never as good.
The sequel's never as, yeah. Ooh. Is that your take on like relationships?
Yeah.
The sequel's never as good?
Never as good. Only if it was like an official relationship. If it was more of like a entanglement, that can sometimes be better. But official relationships are never better in the sequel.
What are red flags you think people should pay attention to?
Someone who can't laugh. I'm not really into that. You got to be kind of funny.
Yeah.
Somebody who I think takes themselves too seriously. I think it's a big red flag. And also
Why do you think that's a red flag?
because you got to learn how to turn it off, I think.
Yeah.
You can't be on all the time. And I would say somebody who is rude to waiters. I do not fuck with that. Like if we go out to eat and I see that you're being an ass to a waiter, that's really unattractive to me.
Has that happened to you on a date before?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. I want to order dessert.
You're like, check, please.
Check, please. Let's go.
My red flags that I think people should look out for, love bombing. And see,
Yeah.
that's a tough one because if you're a confident person, which I think everyone should be, you know, if someone says they love you on the second date, for example,
Yeah.
You might-
That's enough.
you're like, well, yeah, of course you're in love with me on the second date. Like, I'm the best. Like, that makes sense in
Right,
my head.
right.
Like, yeah, that's not weird to me. I think love bombing's a big one because I think it shows a level of dishonesty and also lack of emotional regulation.
I think that's right.
If you give a perspective on something, like maybe they said something you didn't really like, and if they immediately get super like defensive about it.
Right.
A lot of men seem to have a problem with being told, hey, can you like not talk about that anymore or say that word differently? And it's like, then they get upset at you for being upset.
Yeah, I'm really big on communication. So like I'm the kind of person to where I'd rather know something than like have something fester for a long time.
This is what every man says. I grew up with 3 brothers who were like, I can tell she's mad, but when I ask her, she's like, nothing. Like, so I grew up hearing all of this. So I am like in the moment, I'll be like, hey, I don't really like that. Or like, I don't really like how you said that. So it doesn't fester and you move on. And every man says they want this. I don't know if I've found one yet that does actually like it.
I don't think any of my exes hate me.
We should call them up and
Okay.
call them up.
You know, it's actually really interesting. When I was running for Congress, a reporter actually did that. They
called your exes?
Yes. And was asking them, how is Isaiah Martin as a person? And they all stood 10 toes down. I appreciate it.
Good for them.
I appreciate
No, that's
that.
great. Okay, this is good to know that this happens. I can't run for office. There are some of my exes who absolutely hate me.
They stood on business, and
I love
appreciate that.
Yeah. I also have exes that it's like completely fine. But again, it's like I don't like need to be your buddy.
Yeah.
Either.
No, like I haven't talked to these people in so long. But what happened was one of them called me and was like, hey, a reporter called me, blah, blah, blah. And I thought she was just like, okay, yeah, you're just bullshitting, right? And then a couple hours later, another one called me, like completely. And I was like, whoa. I was like really shook at that point. But I was like, not surprising.
I also like don't know how I feel about that necessarily. Like, I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it's obviously a biased source. Oh, that's interesting. What surprised you about running for office?
I think like the lengths that people will go to just like outright lie about you, I think is like kind of crazy. I mean, I obviously knew it was going to be wild, but you know, some of which was like people who I had known for a really long time, and to like watch them outright lie like that was like pretty crazy. But honestly, like it doesn't really faze me because at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason. And I think it all worked out, to be honest with you.
I've never run for office, but I have plenty of friends who have, and I've heard it's just like the most miserable mind fuck.
I wouldn't say that it's miserable though, because I really enjoyed like meeting people. Like I loved campaigning, but that's a really small part of running for office. Like most of it is raising money. I raised $1.6 million when I ran for Congress.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But you know, that was the majority of what you're spending your time doing.
Which sucks.
Well, yeah, because you wake up in the morning, you do call time from like 9 o'clock to whatever.
And you're just calling random people who live in your district, telling
Not
them
even.
you're running?
Just people across the country, and you're asking them to give you money. Call time.
Oh, wow.
I did like 7 hours of call time every single day to random people.
That sounds miserable.
Yeah.
It's like a sales job, but people are even
calling.
meaner to you.
It's cold calling.
Yeah.
I cold called tens of thousands of people.
Were people mean to you?
Sometimes, but not really. I mean, like I said, we raised 1.6 million. Like we broke a record for the biggest fundraising quarter ever in my district.
That's amazing.
At the time. Yeah, we did. But again, which is why I'm so very serious about campaign finance reform, because even with all that, the groups still come and they can spend exponentially more than that. Like it used to be to where like you raise you raise $1 million for a race for Congress. Like that's competitive, whatever. Not anymore. And now like you've got these outside groups that can go dump in $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $10 million in primaries. And it's like, it's just completely overpowering, because if I had probably one of the biggest grassroots fundraising campaigns ever, and that still was getting pummeled by the size of other financial contributions, you know, that really, really puts a big damper on things for sure.
Do you think there's any hope for money truly getting out of politics? Like what does a better future look like? Because I can't even imagine what that would be.
I do actually. I think that we're getting more people elected that believe in that. And I think personally, it's going to take somebody with just enough public support, I think probably at the presidential level, to do whatever's necessary to be like, we got to get this out. Whether it's shutting down the government, whether it's whatever is necessary, like I will not sign anything until we get outside money out of politics or we overturn Citizens United. Like I think we need somebody to do that, seriously. Because I don't think that it's going to come from one individual member of Congress. I think it's going to come from someone that's going to be the president that says enough is enough, fuck this.
I hope that ever happens.
I hope so too. You see a lot of these politicians and they go forward and they say things like, oh, well, I want to lower your healthcare costs. Well, what does that mean? And the reason why they can't tell you what that means is because they don't want to offend what their donors might want, whether if it's a PAC, a corporation, whatever. And that's what leads to this vagueness, I think, that functions in politics. So we've got to get people that can say, fuck that. We need common sense. It makes no sense that we've got outside group spending. Why don't we have spending limits on campaigns when Canada, the UK, all these countries have these type things? Why don't we put that in place? To me, I think it's common sense. I think we need people that will stand on that.
What's your mean but true?
Republican dudes have no sauce. It's very true. I know I go on this tangent a lot, but it's like I just don't understand how anybody could look at these guys and be like, wow, that's a role model.
Like, who is showing up to these Turning Point USA rallies with the biggest dorks you've ever seen? That one new one trying to be the new Charlie Kirk who has 7,000 vowels in his name. It's like Brylan. Brylan is not a name.
He doesn't fuck.
First of all, does not fuck.
Does not fuck.
White people must be stopped. Brylan is not a name.
You ever seen that like SpongeBob where it's like the little shiny little oval SpongeBob thing? It's like, that's him, right? It's like, wow, that's your king. That's who's up next.
That's the dude.
Brylan's got a lot of bad stuff working for him. He's lame. He's low IQ. He's got bad policies. Like,
have you met him?
He's a dork. No, but I've seen his content. It's terrible.
Just like corny and weird.
He's like, the left doesn't want you to have a family. Like, motherfucker, you won't have a family either.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
You have to have a consenting woman in order to have a family. Good luck finding that. Not that consent has ever stopped a lot of these guys before, but like, it's also such bullshit. I'm like, do you know how many women on the left either are married or want to be married or have kids or want to have kids? And also, by the way, if you want none of those things, that's also fine. But the difference is we're not telling other women you have to have these things and you should have these things by X age. And if you don't, you're whatever Charlie Kirk said. And we are also not telling people that they should have more kids than they can afford because they literally said that. I'm like, wait, I thought that you called people like that welfare queens. Yeah. So y'all can do it because you're white? Is that... How did we get so right that now all of a sudden you guys are supportive of people living off the government in order to have kids? Because that is what that entails. If you have kids you can't afford, how are you going to take care of them?
It doesn't make any sense.
I don't understand how they can try that. What also really chaps my ass is
What?
You don't know that phrase?
Chaps my ass.
You don't know that phrase?
I've never heard that in my life.
I think that's like an old man phrase.
That's some Georgia shit right there. What the fuck?
You're from Texas.
Chaps my ass.
Like,
what the fuck does that even mean?
You've never heard chaps my ass?
Chaps my ass? What does that mean?
It like pisses me off. You know what really grinds my gears? Now that I think about it, that's actually kind of disgusting though.
That sounds like
ew.
Crazy
I don't have a chapped ass for the record.
That's what I was about to say.
That shit like stays
Suzanne.
Moisturized.
I'd hope.
I stay on point with my Aveeno because I have to preserve the spray tan.
I can't relate to that.
Yeah. Must be nice. Oh, how they're saying in Texas, they're trying to say like James Talarico's a vegan, which like he's not.
He's not.
And I'm like, even if that were true, I thought y'all were all about maha, whatever. Veganism is inarguably one of the best ways to like reduce cholesterol and like all of these bad things in our food. And it also has great environmental impacts. So I'm like, how are y'all talking about being maha and making fun of someone for being vegan, who's not even vegan, by the way?
Doesn't make sense. They also are calling him low T, which I think is hilarious because if you heard Ken Paxton speak, like that's the most low T voice I've ever heard.
They're calling James Talarico low T.
Yeah. Look at Greg Abbott. That's low T if you ask me.
You're saying low T. Look at your dorky ass vice president.
And your president.
And your, I mean, he's low on everything except cholesterol. Like, good God. I'm like, how can you call him low T when your vice president was sitting next to his wife, who he allegedly fucks, and gave her a tap on the leg? He tapped Usha the same way that Trump tapped Lindsey Graham's casket. It was the exact same energy. Did you not see the casket?
I didn't. Oh, I saw that, but I didn't know that he tapped her.
Oh, so he was on a podcast, JD, with Usha. I don't know if it was her podcast, whose it was, but she was sitting next to him, and he's like, "Good to see you, babe." And then like he leans over and just goes.
He's so awkward.
I can't even fathom if a man who I was romantically involved with tapped me like that. I'd be like, "Oh, well, we're done." He's seeing someone else.
No knee taps for Suzanne.
Like at least like kind of grab it. Like there's a way to grab your wife's leg sensually, or just don't.
Right.
It's also weird to say "good to see you" to your wife, because that does make me think you are sleeping on the couch, and we know how much that man loves couches. Like, what do you mean "good to see you"? Like, it'd be one thing if he's like, "Oh, fancy finding you here." Like, flirt. Like, Wes Moore and Dawn, I'm obsessed with them. They're like goo goo gaga in love. Like, have you watched their interviews together?
Yeah, I mean, and I've seen it in person. Like, they definitely love each other. This is a big departure from like Trump and Melania. Like, she does not fuck with him.
No one hates that man more than her.
Yeah. She's just.
I love when he grabs her hand and she's like,
"Get the fuck away from me." That's terrible. I mean, she just humiliates him in front of the world stage. It's just, it's crazy. You know, when she wore the jacket that said, "I don't care, do you?" Like,
"I don't care, do you?" As she was in.
That was crazy.
Was it Puerto Rico?
I don't know.
When they were there to help with hurricane relief.
I mean,
he was shooting paper towels.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck is this?
God damn it. That was unfortunately really funny. It was funny because it was
was funny, I will say. He
was just airballing paper. I want to be that removed from reality so fucking bad. I'm too immersed.
He does the stupidest shit, man. It's just like, he's like a meme. He's just a walking meme. It's crazy.
He's not a real person. What do you think people would be surprised by about you?
That I'm as tall as I am.
How tall are you?
6'4".
I really like that the average male height on this podcast is above 6 feet for sure.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah. Jack Cocciarella really helped.
Yeah, well, that motherfucker's like 6'7".
With that average. Yeah. He helped raise the average, but also Delamo Manny, a great comedian. He's like 6'4". Jeremy Jacobowitz. Like they all kind of helped raise the average.
Damn. Okay.
You're 6'4".
There you go.
Okay. Beyond your height.
I mean, I hoop a lot, so I play a lot of basketball. People are kind of shocked by that.
This was another Isaiah pop culture mention that you didn't know, which is crazy. You climbed a rope in the middle of the gym, like whatever, and I sent it to you, and I commented, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's giving Mulan," because like there's a scene in Mulan where she climbs to the top of the rope, and then everyone comes out because their asses were asleep, and she's like, "Yeah, what's up? I did it." You go, "Who's that, LMAO?" I was like, what? What do you mean you don't know who Mulan is?
Like, the thing is that I have a very deep knowledge of politics, of sports, history, but that's about it.
How do you feel about LeBron going to Philadelphia?
I'm excited.
Are you?
I'm going to be going to a lot of games for sure. I'm not a Philadelphia fan, and I'm not going to be a bandwagon. Respect to Philly. But I want to respect their space, of course. Don't want to be a bandwagon. But I will be a supporter of the 76ers because of LeBron.
Because of LeBron?
Because of LeBron, yeah.
Is he your favorite player?
Currently, but he's not the GOAT.
Who's the GOAT?
Michael Jordan. 6 for 6.
What do you think of people calling LeBron LeMickey?
Oh, for the Mickey Mouse shit? It's casuals.
No, but they said he only won his championship.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They called it a Mickey Mouse ring.
Why is it a Mickey Mouse ring?
Because it was in the bubble. Because it was at Disney. So they say like the bubble was at Disney World, so they call it a Mickey Mouse ring. Yeah, and so that's just casuals.
My brother was explaining this to me.
Yeah, that's just casuals, man. Like you got a lot of like LeBron haters, but you also got a lot of Bron sexuals. I'm not there, right? So I'm like a super LeBron supporter. Kobe was always my favorite player growing up, and like the way he like carried himself and all that stuff, I personally identified with Kobe, but after Kobe retired, LeBron kind of became my next favorite player. How did Kobe,
just 'cause I don't like know a ton about athletes necessarily, how did Kobe carry himself in a way that was like appealing to you?
The work ethic. I feel like the way I handle my debates and like everything is kind of like what Kobe did. Like, I work really hard. I study really hard. I'm always on top of like everything that I try to talk about. So I feel like that was kind of, identified a lot with Kobe, especially like even growing up before I was in politics. Like the things I was working on, I always tried to work really hard. So I identified a lot with that with Kobe. He has this thing called Mamba mentality. I guess.
I know about Mamba mentality. I remember the day how was that day for you, the day he died?
It was really sad. I was actually at a basketball game for my college, University of Houston, shout out, go Cougs, #1 in the nation. We do this over here. But anyway.
Damn,
that's how it is. But anyway, we're at a game and all of a sudden we got the notification on our phones and the arena went silent. Like the game was happening, but like nobody was paying attention because it was just so devastating. Nobody thought it was true. And plus we're in an arena with like 7,000 people. Like the service was really spotty. So we were trying to figure out if we were getting punked. So I remember going up to Elgin Hayes, who was like this Hall of Fame basketball player, but he was also a radio announcer. I went up to Elgin. I was like, Mr. Hayes, is it true? And he was like, yeah, it's true. And people just were like, just in tears. It was just really sad.
So sad. From my understanding, him and Shaq would kind of have beef, and he would kind of call Shaq like fat and lazy.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Are those things true about Shaq?
I mean, Shaq will say it's true, but I do love Shaq. Look, but they did reconcile, I think, towards the end of the games.
I'm like, look, at the end of the day, like, yeah, you're teammates, which means like you're coworkers, and there are going to be tensions.
But I think Shaq will even say, like, if you were to ask him, that he did not put in the work that he could have put in. And if he would have, they would have probably won like 7 championships. But ultimately, I think their egos is what drew them apart. And it just didn't work out.
Why did their egos drive them apart?
Shaq, I think, really relished being like the guy, and so did Kobe. They both wanted to be the guy. And so I think kind of like when those two things don't really mesh, and Kobe was like becoming the best player in the league, and Shaq was used to being the best player in the league, that kind of didn't really work out well to each other.
We see that happen all the time. Everywhere. I can say this, like, gun to my head, hand on the Bible. I love to see other people succeed. When I see my friends blowing up and succeeding, I'm hyped. Do you want to know something that's like really ironic? And I'll show you this list. I'll show the camera this list. I don't give a fuck. I have a list on my phone called Dead to Me. I don't want to forget that people have been shady towards me because a lot of people, I don't know if this happens to you as much. I'll see you randomly get dragged through the coals, and then
I get canceled almost every other day.
Okay, you do, and it's funny because like I don't always see it. Like I don't think we all always see each other getting canceled. But I have a list on my phone called Dead to Me, so I don't want to forget. But I also have a list called Up and Comers / Need to Boost, as in like these people are talented as hell, and I want to like keep them in mind for opportunities and give their names out and like boost them, whatever. And one of them was Nathan June, who now has like wildly surpassed me in followers. And I think that's the coolest thing ever. Yeah. Like when I see my friends winning, I'm like, 1, happy for them. I'm like, 2, cool. Now I can brag about how cool my friends are. Like, why would you not want your friends to succeed? But there are so many people who are like jealous minded, and it sucks.
Yeah, it really does suck. I mean, it's really unfortunate because it doesn't have to be like that. To be honest with you, I've never really been in the creator beef thing, you know what I mean? So it's like I don't really have that much beef, but it is fun to read sometimes.
They always start it with me.
Well, that's how it is
and
with
it's
me.
always like lames. It's it's not like people who are
I mean,
actually good.
But that's how it is with me. Like it'll just be like random people just be like, Isaiah Martin sucks, and be like 20 people who I've never heard of just be like, wow, he sucks. I'm just like, okay. It's a really interesting thing. But look, you can't please everybody. And so, I take it with a grain of salt.
Who are some of your favorite people in this space?
One of my good friends is Aaron Parnas. Really
he
good
was
friend of
last
mine.
week's guest.
Yes. Aaron is a really good friend of mine. Love Aaron. Olivia is somebody who's a good friend of mine.
Olivia Juliana.
Yes,
she's
a good
so
friend.
damn funny.
For sure.
I want Olivia to do stand-up. I think she'd be really good at stand-up. I think even if she didn't want to perform it, I think she could write some good jokes.
She, I think, would be really solid at stand-up, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And look, like I said, I've got a lot of friends, a lot of creators that I'm like big fans of. I love Josh Doss. He's a really good creator.
I love Josh. Josh Doss has been trying to get him on the pod.
You know who my favorite creator is?
And my husband.
Yeah, right. you know who my favorite creator is?
Who?
Garrison.
Garrison Hayes.
Yes.
Garrison, talk about why you love Garrison.
I've been watching Garrison's videos for a long time. And to be honest with you, every time I see him, I say, bro, you're my favorite creator. For sure.
Why?
I love it. The amount of detail he puts in his videos is like really, I think, just really inspiring because I know how much work he puts in. And I think that when you can see someone putting all their talent into something, it's just really impressive. And then the other one who's like, you know, my brother, especially CNN brother, you know, Adam Mockler. Mockler's my guy. You know, it's so much fun, you know, being able to, you know, do CNN and stuff, you know, with them around. And I'm waiting for the day that CNN pairs both of us on a panel together. It's going to be so much fun.
That would be so fun.
Well, the Republicans wouldn't like it.
Y'all would tear their asses up.
Yeah, they wouldn't like it. I'm hoping, right, that we can do something closer to the election, because I just think that if there was a panel of me, Adam Mockler, there's another guy who I really like named Charles Blow. He's a really, really good guy. If they put us three on a panel versus Scott Jennings and whatever Republican they want up there, I mean, you're talking about just nonstop. Just
Scott Jennings.
Yeah.
Good God. That dude is so, he's so lame. Wait, is Mockler still dating Emmy, right? That's hard launched. That's not me breaking that news.
I think so.
I'm really
I had to think for a second. I was like, has that come out? Yeah.
No, they hard launched that shit like with like a very sensual photo. I was like, let's go. Normalize hard launching early. I know you completely disagree with that, but I don't know.
You know, this might be a red flag.
What?
I've never just like posted on my social media.
What do you mean you've
that
never
I was like,
posted
that
on
I was like dating somebody?
That is absolutely a red flag.
Is that really?
I mean, to be fair, with our profession, I completely understand people who don't.
Yeah.
But I do think there should be like some kind of mention of a girlfriend or like a boyfriend. Like I think there should be some kind of awareness, but I also understand wanting to protect that person because that's something I'm very big
I
about.
get people saying they want to kill me every day, right? So it's like, you know, do I really want that to, you know, I don't know.
That's valid. I don't get death threats as much. Just like lots of cancellation attempts from the left. But the right kind of leaves me alone.
No, I get about 3 a day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you have to report them all?
No. I probably should, but
yeah, probably. That's wild.
Fuck 'em.
Okay, I ask everyone this question. What's something you love about yourself?
Truthfully?
Yeah.
My brain.
That was Aaron Parnas's answer.
Was it really?
That was his exact answer. Are y'all's brains synced up? Because no one else has said that except y'all, and it's back to back.
Tell Aaron Parnas I'll cook the shit out of him on anything.
Ooh, I want to see y'all's brains go head to head. Wait, that would actually be hilarious if we did.
I love Aaron.
I have actually been wanting to do like a spelling bee, like an adult spelling bee.
Okay, I will probably lose that. I think it would be fun. I probably would lose that.
We should all go play trivia. Do you like trivia?
I'll win trivia.
We should get a group together and play trivia.
I'm good at trivia.
Are you?
But except on pop culture stuff.
Okay, yeah.
I need somebody to
they mention a massive celebrity.
Yeah, like I won't know. Song lyrics, have no idea. But if it's history, sports, or politics,
you've got it in the bag.
I've got it.
Okay, going back to your brain. What do you love about your brain?
I think really quickly, and I can remember stuff.
Exactly what Aaron said.
Did he really?
like I'm gonna put them back to back.
Oh my God.
It's the exact.
Are we twins?
Yeah, I'm like that's actually kind of scary.
There's a little bit of a difference between us.
Yeah, fair. Oh,
just a little bit.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah,
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, you know,
what's something you're working on about yourself?
To take more breaks, do more turning off at night. I would say is probably a big thing for me. Because I do my live really late.
Yeah, you're on there at like midnight, right?
Yeah, 11:30, 11:45, yeah.
Holy hell.
So, you know, and sometimes it's bad because I'll stay wired like for a long time afterwards. Like last night I was done probably like 1:20 and I literally could not go to sleep. I just was playing FIFA in my apartment.
Damn, that's rough.
You know what FIFA is?
I know what FIFA is. The soccer
video game?
Yeah.
Okay. You know anything about soccer?
No. I didn't know that there was the World Cup final in New York City, and I just so happened to pick that day for my billboard for my tour.
Oh, you were there for that?
Yeah.
I was in New York that day.
Hell.
Why did you not tell me?
Were you there?
I was.
Oh, dude, I didn't know you were there.
Wow.
Damn. That
That's
been,
crazy work.
It would have been fun. We went to this like amazing show, and that's how I found the host, Tessa Bell, for my show in Brooklyn on August 5th. This will come out the day before. Buy your tickets. It's going to be so fun. Tessa Bell
Buy your tickets.
is the opener. Niles Abston is the feature. It's going to be a great time. First stop on the tour. But that's how I found the host, because she was like so perfect. Damn, we could have chopped it up.
That's right.
But yeah, I had no idea. So I'm like in Times Square. There's a million people around. All of these little kids with those annoying ass horns. I was like, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah, I was literally there for that.
Who's someone you'd like to roast and someone you'd like to toast?
There's been a lot of people that have come through Congress that I just really don't like. One of them is Mike Johnson. He's a Keebler elf. Mm-hmm. You know, he's a little knobby-kneed motherfucker. So I probably would pick him. You know, he's like a little gremlin. He just runs around. You know, you ever see him in the Capitol? He's like, his guards are like way bigger than him. So you can't even really like see him, that it's him, but you know it's him by the size of his detail. And then by just a little bit, you see like the little gremlin just like walk by.
He loves a big, strong man. He and I have that in common.
That's what they say.
That is what everybody says, by the way. Literally everyone. Who's someone you'd like to toast?
Abby Phillip, actually.
Why?
Abby Phillip. Because people don't know how much work Abby puts into like her show and how much attention to detail she puts into things and how much better the show runs because of her. Sometimes I see people like talking shit about Abby and it really makes me mad. I remember one time I was on the show without her. Like you can just tell like the difference. She makes things run so much better. She knows literally something about everything when it comes to politics. And it's just so impressive to me. And so I'm always like going to defend Abby because I think she's a really amazing person. She's so smart and she has a great family and she's really cool.
I love that. That's great. Okay, wait. So since Isaiah doesn't know famous people that he should know, we're each going to show each other two very famous people and see if the other knows them. I'm showing him white people and he's showing me black people. This is the first one. If you don't get this one.
Is that Lady Gaga?
Madonna. That is Madonna. One of the most longest running popular pop stars to ever live.
I do know who Madonna is. So.
The gag is you don't.
No.
Because this is her and you didn't know who it was. Oh, that's not shit. Who is it?
That's Coco Gauff.
Oh, shit.
Come on, Susan.
Shit. Okay, well, you picked sports.
US Open champ.
Okay, I have one.
Oh, that's Harry Styles.
Okay, all right.
I know that.
All right, you got that
Harry.
one.
I know Harry.
You got that one.
I know Harry. Okay. Now this one should be easy for you.
Derek Jeter?
That's right.
Is he black?
Yes.
Derek Jeter's black?
Yes.
I did not know that.
You didn't know this? Yes. Derek Jeter's black.
That's a bad photo of Derek Jeter.
He's also almost 50.
There's lots of men who are almost 50. No offense, Derek Jeter. I had no idea he was black.
Yeah. How did you not know that? I feel like
I
everybody
don't have a good way of answering that question.
That's true.
But I've learned something.
Did you know Mariah Carey was black?
No.
What? Are you serious?
No. Are people going to get mad at me? I don't feel like you can get mad at me for this.
You gotta post it.
I don't see color. I'm kidding.
What?
I did not know that.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah. That is interesting. Okay.
You know that Tiger Woods is black too, right?
Yes, I know that Tiger Woods is black.
All right, just check it.
Yes, I know that Tiger Woods is black. I'm going to name all the people I know are black. Where can people find you and how can they support you?
Any platform at Isaiah R. Martin, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. TikTok live Monday through Friday on days I'm not on CNN. So pretty much most days. But Monday through Friday at 11:45 Eastern time. Yeah, YouTube as well. Isaiah R. Martin.
Okay, well, this was so fun. Thanks again for joining.
Absolutely.
And I'll see you next Tuesday.